There is a lot of information on the internet regarding advice for narcissistic relationships. The issue that I see with majority of the advice is that it's actually wasting people's time. Why? Well, because what the advice is not telling people to do is to get the fuck out of the relationship with the narcissist. No, instead, what it's telling the person to do is do this or say this to one up the narcissist or to destroy the narcissist. I don't like labels. Symptoms, characteristics are better to look at, but just for the sake of the theme and the foundation of this video, I'm going to utilize the word narcissist. And what I'm going to say is that people that are checked off all across the board for narcissism, they are exceedingly unhealthy individuals. And the best thing that you can do for yourself regarding a narcissist, relating to a narcissist, is to get the narcissist the fuck out of your life. Because they are incapable of reciprocated relationships. They are incapable of back and forth relationships. Narcissists are defined by the choosing of the self, regardless of the other. Narcissists see people as extensions of themselves. Developmentally, they are literally incapable of empathy. They are incapable of caring about another person's needs. And so, while all of this advice on the internet encourages you to do this or do that or say this or say that to try to get back at the narcissist, to try to get a reaction out of the narcissist, to apparently destroy the narcissist, you can absolutely do that. Spend years of your life, a decade of your life, even decades of your life doing that. But the insight that you might not have right now, which only time can show you, time can reveal for you, is waking up when you are 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then realizing, fuck, I wish I got this person out of my life. I wish I got this person out of my life sooner. If you have children with this person, it's a lot more challenging. I understand. I do. But what I'm here to present is just the reality. You hear it all the time. I had a narcissist in my life. This is just example, by the way. This is not me talking from experience, just me. Person A. Oh, person A had a narcissist in their life for decades. You could get the person out of your life, choose to go to therapy to understand why you were ever attracted to them to begin with. Likely has to do with your mommy and daddy shit. Maybe you were raised by a narcissist and therefore you're attracted to them. But choosing to stay in a dynamic with a person that is exceedingly unhealthy and fucked up will only bring you decades down the line with mountains of regret for not getting the fuck out of that relationship with that person. And now I understand that, there are probably people in your life, or even people in that person's life, oh, just be patient with him or her. You don't owe them shit. You don't. You don't. And it's a very real reality that people will try to get you to stay in the relationship with the person. And again, this will only lead to more of the same shit. Let me make it very clear that, one, it's very challenging for a narcissist to heal and to actually become healthy as an individual. They are emotionally stagnated in infancy. That's the reality of it. An infant is incapable of giving a fuck about the people around it. They care about one thing: themselves. That's it. They don't give a shit if mommy is having a hard time. They don't give a shit if daddy's having a hard time. No. They give a shit about their needs. This is basically what a narcissist is. They don't give a fuck about you. And if you're with a narcissist, it's likely because you were raised by one. That's what you're attracted to. You're attracted to somebody that sees you as nothing more than a fucking extension of themselves. They're incapable of caring about you and your needs. Not because of, malicious intent, but think about it. Infantile developmental stagnation. What I just said the infant does and doesn't care about, that's basically the narcissist. If you were to stay decades of your life with a narcissist, would you end up regretting it? Let's present the question and explore it. Short answer, yes. Can you see that right now? Maybe not, because you're caught up inside of all of your empathetic and compassionate dynamic towards the person. Maybe you feel bad for the person. Any grown adult is responsible for themselves. You are not. Narcissists lack healthy boundaries. Narcissists lack individuation. Narcissists lack differentiation. They are essentially an infant. Infants are incapable of emotionally operating in a way that a healthy adult would. They don't give a fuck about anybody else but themselves. They will damage people's lives. They will destroy people's lives for the benefit of themselves. They chase instant gratification regardless of what it destroys or damages in other people's lives, and even in their own lives. Narcissists are experts at fucking up their own lives because they're very much caught up inside of the all or nothing life, death, survival-based dynamic that you see present in infancy with the id, as displayed in Freudian psychology and psychoanalytic theory. Again, most advice, based on what I've seen on the internet, is going to waste your time. The reason why I encourage people to get the fuck away from narcissists is because, one, they're unhealthy, and two, if you stay around and you try to stay in this dynamic of, oh, well, say this to the person, say this to the narcissist to destroy them, to get a reaction out of them. Smear campaigns are a real thing. If you want to try to destroy the narcissist, what you'll find is that they will punch back probably 10 times worse, 10 times harder. The healthiest thing that you can do for yourself, and it might not be the most emotionally delicious thing right now because you might have feelings for the narcissist, you might be seemingly stuck with the narcissist because you're attracted to them. The healthiest thing that you can do for yourself is to get the fuck away from the narcissist. Because if you don't, the likelihood that you will wake up decades down the line with deep regret for the fact that you did not get out sooner is very real. It's very real. It's absolutely very real. And it's very fascinating to me that people consume so much of this information, this advice on, what to do with a narcissist. Don't do anything with a narcissist. Don't. Narcissists will waste your time. They will waste your life. They're not healthy individuals, and that's just the reality of it. I did not say that they're bad. They're not good or bad or right or wrong. They're just unhealthy. And you might say, oh, but Chris, the poor narcissist. Yeah, the narcissists are really good with victimization. Of course they are. It's all about them. Yes, I get it. I understand that, it's seemingly difficult to get away from the narcissist. Oh, because they're so charming. And yeah, nobody sees what they do behind the curtain. Nobody sees the smoke and mirrors of the design of dysfunctionality within the actual relationship, where they present themselves one way to the public and an entirely different way in private. Nobody sees it. Nobody sees the Jekyll Hyde dynamic. And for the people that don't see it, the people that see just the charm and think that this person is actually totally fine, they're not going to get it. What matters is what you see. What matters is what you know. What matters is that you know that you're being gaslighted. What matters is that you know that you are nothing more than an extension of them, and they do not give a flying fuck about you and your needs. Getting them the fuck out of your life is the most healthy thing that you can do for yourself. No contact with anyone that was associated with them. Cut off everything. If you're married to one and you're seeing the signs, get a divorce. I'm genuinely not trying to give unsolicited advice to anybody. I'm trying to guide you through the process of helping you save years of your life with somebody that is not your responsibility to help or save, somebody that you likely cannot help or save, somebody who is actually a danger, a threat to your life, because they're capable of exceedingly fucked up things. There is this model in psychology, in Freudian psychology. It has to do with psychoanalytic theory, with the id, the ego, and the superego, looking specifically at the id, the entity of the id. There's something that corresponds with it called the pleasure principle. The id does not like pain. It does everything that it can to get rid of pain. Whatever it is that causes pain to a narcissist, the narcissist decides that, and other people might look at it and be like, that's fucking ridiculous. This person sneezed and it caused you a mountain of pain. Get over it. Get over yourself. Your emotional reaction to the situation is ridiculous and completely unhealthy. Yeah, the narcissist does not give a fuck. What happens after that is the catastrophic disproportion of damage that many people are very unaware of. You'll find it in a smear campaign. If you sneeze and it pisses off a narcissist and it actually hurts them beyond what you could have imagined, the likelihood that they'll go into a smear campaign and ruin your fucking reputation. You may have seen this present with the trial between, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Defamation. A smear campaign where a narcissist is stuck inside of a fantasy, psychotic fantasy, where something that they believe happened didn't actually happen, and they go out into society and they smear your fucking name and they ruin your fucking life. Would you want to spend years of your life with that? This is what narcissists are capable of. This is what narcissists usually do. When pain is present, they do, by all means, whatever necessary to get rid of the pain, which is where the the pleasure principle comes into play. And let me make it very clear that they will do absolutely anything to get rid of the pain, because they're emotionally underdeveloped and they do not have healthy means of dealing with emotional pain. That's the reality of it. But the main theme of this video is to help you understand that narcissists will waste your time. They will waste your life. They're incapable of reciprocal relationships because they're emotionally underdeveloped severely. And most people that are giving advice on narcissistic relationships are presenting advice that's literally just, oh, do this to destroy the narcissist. Yeah, if you do that to destroy the narcissist, the likelihood that the narcissist will come back and punch you back even harder, like 10 times worse, is very high. The likelihood that that could actually ruin your life is very high. The healthiest thing that you can do is exit from the narcissistic relationship. The healthiest thing that you can do is realize that there's no possibility for an actual relationship there, and to get away from the narcissist. If you are married to the narcissist, divorce the narcissist, get a middle person that communicates between you and the narcissist. And quite honestly, it's mind-blowing to me that anybody would even want to do that. Disengage from the narcissist, cut the narcissist out of your life, go no contact, everything. Get rid of it. If you choose to do that, you might find yourself waking up even sooner in life, realizing how much happier you are. And let me make this very clear before I end off this video. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, the likelihood that you were raised in survival is very high. The likelihood that you were raised with fight, flight, freeze, fawn, where you're literally just defending yourself. Like, you're regularly defending yourself in the relationship, whereas with a healthy individual, you would not be doing that. You would be seen and loved for who you are. Narcissists are incapable of any healthy dynamic because that's just the way that they are. And I know that I've said narcissist in this video more times than I can count on probably both my hands and my feet together. And again, I do not like labels because people are far too complex for them. But when symptoms and characteristics check off all across the fucking board, there's something to look at. Even if there are a few symptoms, there's something to look at. Developmental logistics are important here. They're important to understand. Something happened that fucked that person up early on in life. And let a therapist deal with it. Because you will waste many years of your life in the back and forth dynamic. Oh, they said this, so I'm going to say that. Oh, they said back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. No. I'll pass on that. You can as well.